Riding all night long with you by my side.
Hi guys, it's Unders. Today we are up to D on our A to Z through plugins. If these videos are helpful for you guys, please subscribe to the channel, pop a like on the video. It helps me out massively in creating more content for you guys. So, what we're looking at today is Waves Doubler as our fantastic D plugin. Now you're probably looking at this and thinking, oh my days, this is a horrendously old plugin from way back in the past. And yeah, it's probably looked like this since about 1998. However, it's brilliant at what it does, and the underside of it, as in what you can't see, has been changed a lot over the years and improved and manipulated and made into the great little plugin it is today. I just wish it would be reskinned and resized, but hey, Waves, if you're listening, maybe one day you'll get round to it, along with my REQ, which is tiny now. Anyway, what Doubler does is we'll take a piece of audio and allow you to pan it in some direction, delay it in time, adjust it in EQ and in pitch. Essentially, what it allows you to do is create artificial double tracks of things like vocals. Now, oddly enough, I've got a vocal as the first thing to demo it on. Isn't that just a strange coincidence? Anyway, what I'm going to do is just play you this vocal, and this is just a clip from one of my tracks. It's just the raw, unedited vocal in mono, and you can just hear it's quite bland. I've not done anything to it. It's completely raw.
Riding all night long with you by my side. Riding all night long with you by my side.
Okay, so just a completely raw mono vocal, nothing particularly special about it. Now, what I've done is put one instance of doubler on it. It's got two copies of the audio, and they are slightly adjusted in time. I'll explain what the settings and bits are going on here. Essentially though, if you go and grab the plugin, the preset is basic doubler. If we turn that on here, and now if we have a listen, I'll just A-B to the two so you can hear it with it on, and I'll turn it off and you'll hear a dramatic difference.
Riding all night long with you by my side. Riding all night long with you by my side. Riding all night long with you by my side.
Yeah, huge difference there. So what it does is adjust the time slightly. You can sort of adjust the pitch a little bit, adjust the panning of the audio, and that gives the effect of it being recorded over and over and over. It's a technique that was developed in the 60s via, I assume, Abbey Road Studios, to be honest, where the Beatles were recording and they didn't want to keep having to do layers and layers and layers, so they developed this artificial double tracking. We can see it is ADT as well. The doubler does a slightly different thing, but essentially doing the same job and allowing you to achieve a similar result. Now, you can have, in this particular version of it, up to 4 copies of the sound. You can adjust them in gain, adjust them in pan, adjust them in the delay time. Now that puts them out of phase. You can also modulate that so they drift in and out of phase ever so slightly, and that stops you from getting continuous phase cancellations on certain frequencies. I will show that very shortly on the saxophone that we've got here. As you can see, modulation has also got a reset option here. Now, the reason that I've got the sax on here as well is it's a good tool you can use. Say you've only got one instance available to you of a particular plugin sound. In this case, I've just got a saxophone loaded on here. So let's say that's the only saxophone virtual instrument I've got, but I want to double it up or change sound, manipulate it, and give it more of like a 2 sax vibe or left and right panning. You can do that with filters and editing the sound, but it's still the same sound copied and then you've manipulated it, whereas the doubler allows you to do that in a slightly more intelligent way. So we're just going to play something here, and I'm just going to turn the settings I've got on the doubler on. So Okay, so you can hear what I've done and see what I've done here. I've got a little cluster created around the center, as well as something way off to the left. The gain of the copies of the audio changes as well, so they're all quieter than the original. Now you notice you've got quite an audio drop. You've got so many copies of this audio happening that it's taking out some frequencies, and it gives you an impression that audio is somewhere else in the room, but also that there are multiple instances of it being played. Also, I've got a bit of the modulation going on here, so it drifts in and out of phase with the red and the purple ones here, and you see they are the most center of the two. And you can hear them drifting in and out there. There you go, guys. That is Doubler. If you didn't know about this sort of plugin, I really hope the video has been helpful for you. Like I say, the other thing you can look into is ADT, which is artificial double tracking, or we've got the Doubler option. ADT is also available from Waves, but there are other versions. There are multiple doublers out there. I just happen to use the Waves one. Find any one that works for you and give it a go, guys. Thanks for your time. See you in the next video. Bye.